Isaiah Bond, wide receiver, and this is Lawyers and Longhorns.
Isaiah, thanks for coming down, man.
No problem. Great to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Tell me this. You're from Georgia, right?
Yes, sir.
So how does a Georgia kid end up at Alabama and then end up at Texas?
Georgia kid ended up at Alabama. Definitely a change in scenery. I'm a receiver, so it's kind of offense I see myself scheme-wise fitting in well, better than my home state. So that was the reason for me going over there. And then, like many people know, Nick Saban retired, so that was my main reason of leaving Alabama. Now, me and Steve Sarkisian, we had a great relationship leaving high school, so that friendship built quickly right after the season.
So, did you play any other sports growing up?
I played all the sports, baseball, basketball, track.
Track start, huh? 100,
Yeah.
100 and 200, I
100
think I
and
saw?
200, yes, sir.
What's your favorite between those two races?
I'll probably say the 200 just because I like to say I have a strong build, so I'm able to finish them races better than a lot of people were able to close the 200. So I'll probably say this, the 200 is my favorite event.
If you couldn't play football, what would be your other sport?
If I couldn't play football, I mean, it would definitely easily be track. I was a state champ in high school in track. A lot of people thought I'd probably go to the Olympics, but I had greater dreams playing football, so track would definitely be my second sport.
You gonna watch any of the Olympics?
Yeah, most definitely. I always grew up watching track. My mom loved track. She loves sports. Sports is big in our household, so I'd definitely be watching.
Do you always play receiver?
I actually started off at running back and safety. And then around 8th grade, you know what I'm saying, when kids get a little bigger and start hitting a little harder, I switched to receiver. I thought it was a smarter way for me to save my body, you know what I'm saying, just less injury prone, especially with a position like running back nowadays. So I thought receiver would be a lot more longevity. I could have more longevity in my career if I played receiver.
Do you still have some of that running back mentality, though, when you catch the ball?
Most definitely. You can see on some of the highlight tapes, I like to lower my shoulder a little bit. I like to get grimy. So, and my brother, he also was a running back, so that's the person I looked up to growing up. My brother was used to call him power backs back in the day. He was a power back, so he ran aggressive. You know?
Yeah.
So I'll definitely say I have aggressive running style.
What's a power back? Like the fullback? Or?
A power back is like, you know who Derrick Henry is?
Yeah.
That's a power back.
Okay.
A big running back.
Okay.
That runs downhill. He don't do too much juking. He just...
He
just hitting you. Yeah, he just falling forward a lot of the time.
Got it. Who's your favorite NFL player?
Of all time, I have two. So running back, I'll probably say Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. No brainer. Then Odell Beckham Jr. I had the mohawk with the dye afro.
You did?
Yeah, when I was a kid, so inspired by Odell. So I got two all times. Those are my two favorite players of all time.
Nice. What did you think when you played University of Texas when you were in Alabama?
I thought it was a great matchup. I love playing in big time games. I thought it was another way for me to go out there and show my skill set to the world. But it was a great game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
What are some of the bigger differences that you see? Like, you were at Alabama for a number of years. Now you're at UT, and I know we're getting ready to start fall camp, but you see things that are similar and different between the programs?
I'll, for the most part, say they're similar. Winning is the mindset pretty much at every program. But like you said, Alabama and Texas are one of the top. So, like, they have the same winning mindset. You come in here, and there's really one or two goals. Really just one, just win national championship and to get better by each week.
How was the summer conditioning?
Summer conditioning was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was hot outside, but we got through it. We definitely got through it, but a little hardship ain't nothing new to me.
Yeah. What's your least favorite drill you got to do in the summers?
Probably them Friday runs, I'll probably say. There's something called 7, where you gotta like run from like the end zone, and you gotta run all the way across the other field to the other side of the end zone. Those get me every time, I'm not gonna lie. Those get me tired every time I run those.
What do you like most about Sark's offense?
I think honestly just him believing in my skill set, believing in my talents, and just being able to incorporate that in the offense, and just trusting me. So I'd probably say just him putting his trust in my hands is probably the greatest asset.
What's your wide receiver room like right now?
Probably one of the deepest in the country right now. We have me, Matthew Golden, Slides Bowden, Jonte Cook. We got Demo, and also another young freshman, Ryan Wingo, Ryan Niblett. We have a lot of great depth at the receiver position coming in this year.
Who's the fastest of the bunch?
Oh, me, easily. I mean, that's not even a question.
Would they say the same thing?
Yeah, they'll say the same thing.
Yeah.
I hope they'll say the same thing.
Y'all got some speed for
Yeah,
sure.
most definitely.
Y'all get along pretty well?
Yeah. We're great with the guys. Just trying to teach them some things I learned as a young cat coming up, and also me learning from them as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we can all learn from each other. So it's a great thing.
How's Austin?
Austin's been great. It's been a great transition. I'm from a city, like I said, I'm from Atlanta, so it hasn't been too much of a hard transition for me.
A little different in Tuscaloosa, huh?
Yeah, a lot different in Tuscaloosa, most definitely, because Tuscaloosa is a college town, but not too much of a transition for me.
Nice.
You get to spend a lot of time with the quarterbacks and seeing how they throw the ball and how you catch it and kind of figuring out where everybody is.
Yeah, most definitely. Quinn Ewers, great guy, great quarterback as well. We've been definitely getting a lot of work in the off season. It's going to be a great sight. And also Arch Manning, both of them are going to have a great career.
Yeah. What's your kind of pregame routine? What do you do?
My pregame routine?
Yeah. 2:30 kickoff. What's your day?
Pulling up to the stadium, I like to have the slow jam on. But then when I get onto the field and start warming up, that's when I start playing, I guess you call it my drill music. More high tempo. It give me an, aggressive state of mind to go out there and play. And I probably say my favorite food to eat before games is chicken wings. That's my favorite food. I eat chicken wings all the time, so that's my pregame food.
You can tell he's young.
Yeah.
Can't eat chicken wings. Us old guys eat chicken wings. We're done.
Yeah, chicken wings.
Done.
I eat chicken wings a lot.
Yeah. Where's your favorite wings in Austin?
There's a spot called Pluckers.
Yeah.
Pluckers Bar.
Yeah.
Really the best chicken wings. I shouldn't probably tell you how many times I eat there a week, but I eat there a lot.
Yeah.
One of my teammates, DJ Campbell, actually introduced me to that wing spot. I told him I love chicken wings, and it's been my number one source right now.
Yeah. Who are your closest friends on the team right now, would you say?
Jonte Cook, Quinn Ewers, Matthew Bowden, Slyers Bowden. It's a couple of them receiver guys I hang around the most. Then you got a couple other guys on the defense side like JG, Jade Barron.
Yeah.
So it's a couple guys I'm kind of close with on the team.
Who do you think's the toughest defender on the team?
Toughest defender on the team, I give it to my boy G9 just because he's the fastest DB on the team.
Yeah.
So I'll probably say just speed-wise, he probably can translate a little easier.
Why don't we go up tempo all the time?
Well, like fast-paced offense?
Yeah.
Some teams might not be maybe adjusted to that as well. You have to definitely practice rep tempo because it definitely drains your stamina a lot quicker than looking to the sideline and getting to play. But up tempo, it's a great offensive scheme. It's definitely coming more into the football game. Teams are using it. It also gets the defense on their toes or not able to get the call in maybe, or maybe they might not get in quick enough. So tempo is definitely a great offense to use.
What's your favorite play?
My favorite play, Bond go deep. I'll probably say a go route, post route. I like the post to number 2. That's probably my favorite route.
Okay.
Post to number 2. It's 3 receivers, and I'm in the middle, and I got a post route.
Nice.
Who's the better lawyer? Huh? Who is the more competitive lawyer?
Oh, I might have to give it to old brother.
I'm gonna give it to
man.
Kurt. No,
And
he's the best. He's the very best.
We've been partners since we were 25 years old.
Okay.
So we have our 20-year anniversary, and we get the same place. We just get there in a little different way.
Yeah.
And so it's a good partnership in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a team, a football team, right? Like, you might get open, but if guys don't block and the quarterback doesn't throw you the ball, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
We work really well together as a team, and we've got a whole team of people that work well with us that have helped us build the success, that we have. So, it started out, 20 years ago, we didn't have any clients, we didn't have an office, we didn't have any money, and now, we've grown into a firm that, handles the most important cases nationwide. And, Kurt and I might be the ones that get, nice things said about us or newspaper articles or whatever, but it really is kind of a whole team that gets together to help us, win for the clients.
Okay. Have y'all experienced hardship?
Absolutely.
And what helped or what got y'all through those hardships when you faced those in life?
I can think of 3 or 4 instances of extreme hardship where you couldn't even sleep. And mine, it was making a plan about how to get out of it, grinding instead of feeling sorry for myself and just hammering through it.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds kind of boring, but it's like playing football. Like, if you don't put in the hard work, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't matter how smart you are, it doesn't matter how fast you are, it doesn't matter how hard you hit. If you don't work and grind, it doesn't matter. And that's like really anything in life. It doesn't matter if you're a roofer, build pools, houses, football, lawyers. I guarantee a lot of the lawyers at our law school are smarter than me and Jason and know more about the world than me and Jason. But no one works harder than me and Jason.
Yeah.
So
How about you?
I'll just say, in my instance, getting through hardship, I mean, I've kind of grew up, I guess you say, a harder background. So maybe just saying to myself, just suck it up. I can really, I guess, encourage myself. I don't really need people to inspire me to do better. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody knows what they want in life. Everybody has goals. So you shouldn't need nobody basically push you towards the goal. So like self-determination, kind of how you said this, nobody cares, just push through it. I mean, honestly, that's really the truth. That's why they're your problems. You got to solve them by yourself. Or if you have a team, solve them with your team. So just figuring out the best way to get the problem solved.
Yeah.
Do you have any like favorite charities or causes, particularly, given that you had a hard upbringing?
This is one group called Quality Control. It's a little music label. And they give back to the kids around Christmas time, food, clothes. So I'll go out there around Christmas time and they'll come in and be a line and we just handing them out stuff and just little things where I can help out my community, people that's less fortunate. Maybe they're not able to maybe go out and buy that stuff, or maybe this year around Christmas, their parents don't have enough money. So just going out there and getting them free stuff and seeing the kids have a smile on their faces is definitely a great time.
Yeah, if you ever want our help. Yeah. Like, for example, we sponsored CJ Baxter's football camp for the kids and stuff like that. But if you ever want help from us, we'd love to help you in that regard.
Okay, definitely great note to take. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm serious.
What do you want to do when you're after your long NFL Hall of Fame career? What's after that?
Me personally, I hope that I have such a great career where I'm done working after football, get into the back side of the business, maybe not being on the front side of it, just I guess being a funder will maybe be my next step. But nothing hard work or nothing.
No, you don't want to be a coach or anything like that?
Nah, no labor. I'm definitely no labor after football. I'm done. I'm definitely done.
Who's the person you look to tell you, like, the real truth? Like, because, I mean, if you catch a couple passes or whatever, people say, oh, you're the best. You drop a pass and say you're the worst. Who's the person that, can tell you that?
That's definitely my mom. Good game, bad game. She gonna tell me the bad every time first. I mean, she's always been like that. Since I was a little kid, I could break a record and she'd be like, what are we gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably say my mom has been my greatest, I guess you say support. Even when I have, I guess you could say, a great day, let's do it again. Or even when I have a bad day, what'd you do wrong? How can we fix it? So my mom has definitely been a great support system.
Awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Coming out.
Nice meeting y'all.